What's going on, my fellow residents? It's me, TheFrozenCavern, and today we are going to finish off Cuphead. In the last episode, we completed all of the third island and defeated King Dice, but in this episode, we have to defeat the devil himself, and also, again, only regular difficulty, no simple difficulty. Well, look how far you've come. Not only did you bust up my good-for-nothing lackey King Dice, but I see you've got my soul contracts, as agreed. Hand them over and join my team. You're mine now, and we're going to die. I'm not saying it. Anyways, by the way, this little scene here lasts quite a little bit of time, or not, I guess. Or I guess when I first did it, it felt like it was way longer. And that was Cuphead. Okay, this is actually something I did know. Apparently, if you say yes, the theme that plays in the menu at the beginning is played backwards. Okay, let's just go. I never knew that, even though I did actually do that other ending. But yeah, that's the alternate ending. So yeah, this time we're going to say no. That way we actually end up fighting him. There we go. Mulching on me just like all the others, eh? I'll teach you for backing out of a deal. How about you? But yeah, now we have to fight the devil. So, you know, that's gonna be fun. And by the way, I'm pretty... Oh, wait, I didn't change my things. I did not prepare for this fight at all. Okay, I should have done that. I'll figure stuff out, hopefully. I still relatively remember how things are going to go for this fight. Kind of. Problem is, this is also... Okay, I didn't expect him to agree on this side. But this is a boss... Like, this is the only boss in the game where I needed the, what was it? What was it? The extra health thing. This is the only boss where I actually needed in order to beat the game. Yeah, this is a difficult boss. By the way, this guy's attacks, they are quite fast, and they felt the screen pretty much. This is... Okay. Oh, I forgot about the little demon on the side there. But yeah, this boss is very, very hectic throughout the entirety of it. You just have to keep your eye out for everything. Basically have the reactions of a god or whatever. And just hope that you can get through everything. Okay, I dodged a little too late. Yeah, it's very difficult to actually dodge that. I don't remember, can you duck under that? I'm gonna try and test that. This is not the boss to be testing out things, but I will try anyways. Little did this boy know he would never do that. Ever. Later. Okay, we are now in another phase. There we go. By the way, if you don't go down into the hole where it says go, a wall of fire will just go and just try to kill you. But I'm very surprised I didn't get hit throughout that entire phase. Now time for the parts where, oh goodness, this is gonna get a lot more difficult. Okay, I'm about to die now. That's nice. Okay, need to parry that bomb as soon as possible. I didn't think the bomb exploded that fast. That's nice.
12 seconds later.
Okay, so unfortunately, when I got into this phase, like during the transition when he goes into the skeleton thing, I kind of forgot that, or didn't really know, that apparently that skeleton has a hitbox, so I would have had 2 hits here, but unfortunately, I feel like I was cheated a little bit. But realistically, these next few phases can go by really quickly, but they're also really difficult to actually get through, so yay! By the way, I just want to say, spread is really good for this fight, especially since you're going to be super, super close the entire fight. I'm surprised I'm not dead, but, okay, we are getting very lucky, of course. Of course.
Eventually.
By the way, one thing I completely forgot that you could do in this fight is that you can destroy, like, these, purple flying guards, whatever they are. I have no idea what they... Oh, come on! I got super cheated there. Oh, goodness, okay. I'm about to lose all my things. You can basically just kill everything else off, but he'll bring them back at some point, unfortunately. So, you just need to try and kill them as soon as possible without getting killed myself. Okay, I'm surprised I'm alive. Kill you off. There we go. Alright, so we should be... Yep, we're moving on to the next phase now. And unfortunately, this phase is also very difficult because... Oh, goodness. Okay, I'm surprised that was fast. Okay, I said it was difficult and I instantly win. So, you have one platform, that little, poker piece? Yeah, poker piece. That'll keep falling down, and he has tears coming out of his eyes that can also hit you. So, I am just very surprised that I won that so fast. Like, to be honest, this boss is easy, quote-unquote, but, the brothers had triumphed over the demon, forcing him to finally give up. We shall accept your surrender, devil, Cuphead laughed, but we're not done just yet. And with that, Cuphead and Mugman destroyed all the soul contracts, releasing Inkwell Isle's residents from eternal servitude to the devil. Gosh, I can't wait to tell everybody, Cuphead said. The boys set off for home and at top speed. Come on, last one there's a leaking cup. Well, he's technically a mug, whatever. I guess mugs are cups, but whatever. Once home, the brothers gathered everyone around. You're all free of the devil's dead. What if they, like, didn't remember anything? I just want that to be an alternate ending, and that fiend won't bother us again. I'd also like to point out that they kind of killed them all. Like, there was no context behind it. The Elder Kettle was literally brimming with pride as everyone began to cheer. Let's hear it for Cuphead and Mugman. As an all-day celebration began, the brothers promised to never wander into trouble again. And they didn't. Until the next time, of course. But that is another story. Which means that this game might get a sequel, and with how well it did, I wouldn't be surprised if it did. But that was the end to Cuphead, and the credits will roll at some point. So, time to get into the review. So, for a game that's made by like 10 people, very good job on that. Music, absolutely fantastic. Gameplay, spot on, very well polished. And just overall, the presentation's amazing. Let me say that. By the way, this is all hand-drawn animation. This is not digital. This is all hand-drawn. So if you think playing this game's hard, imagine having to animate everything. Imagine having to animate Cuphead, all the boss movements and their transformations and how strange they are, and having to have that like this to the similar style that is the 1930s. Obviously, a lot of work went into this game, and here's the thing, it's only $20. It is $20, that's how much it was at launch. For that much, that is amazing. It's doing better than some games that are $40 and maybe even $60 that are out right now. This game is pretty much a definitive example of how and why indie games are rising up, because these kind of games can come out and do better than games that are made by AAA companies that are worth $60 when this game is made by like 10 people and is only worth 20. Similar to Sonic Mania, where that game was only made by a small group. However, it's more renowned to be, well, more known to be better than Sonic Forces, which is made by a AAA company. And granted, Forces is $40, but at the same time, Mania was still better, and that was $20 as well. But overall, just this game was fantastic. Now, in terms of my favorite boss, that's very difficult to actually say. But in terms of least favorite, now that I've played this game a second time, things are... No, it's definitely the B boss. That one's probably definitely the worst. That one's probably the worst one out of all the other ones. But I still can't say which one's my favorite, though. Like, that's very difficult to pin down, and I'm one who's terrible at these kind of, like, lists for, like, countdowns or whatever, so for me to try and say what was my favorite, it's so hard. And there's so many good bosses, too. That's what makes it so difficult. But I don't know how long these credits last, by the way, but I do still have to have them, though, you know, for the developers' purposes. But again, overall, just an amazing game. And if a sequel ever comes out, know I'm getting it. You know I'm getting it. Because this game, it looked great when it was announced. What was it like? Well, no, it wasn't only announced in 2015. This game had a long time in development. It had a long time in development. I think the first time it was ever like mentioned was like back in 2010. That or they started working on it in 2010. So I might still be wrong on that. It might have even been earlier than that. Maybe 2007. I'm not entirely sure. 2007 is definitely a stretch though. Maybe 2010. That might be a safer bet. But overall, with how much work went into the game, with how well accepted the game is, and just how good it is, just good job. Good job. The company name will show up because I forget what it is. I think it's MDRN. It's some assortment of letters. I know M's first. I know D and R in there. MDHR. Okay. But again, they did a fantastic job. And the thing is, there's also still other stuff in the game because like you can get 200%. There's the pacifist mode that you can do. You can S rank everything. So there is plenty of content in this game as well. So again, if you're looking for a game that has come out this year, look for Cuphead. Cuphead is a fantastic game. It's a difficult game. Don't get me wrong. It is a very hard game. And actually, while we're waiting here, there's one thing I want to check before we actually head off. But just saying this again, get Cuphead. It's only $20. It is very, very good. And I would recommend it to anyone who doesn't hate like these kind of games that are purposely this difficult. Because if you don't like difficult games, you are not going to like this game because the difficulty style is similar to that of like Dark Souls, where you have to learn the patterns and like the attacks of your actual opponents. And then it's basically just up to you to dodge everything. That's basically all it is. And this game manages to make everything you do very rewarding. Sometimes it's very frustrating, like some of the bosses, but overall it's very, very satisfying. But before we sign off, I'm gonna see how many times I died. Now, if I'm correct, the amount of times I died the first time I played was 265 times. I think. It was either that or 216. That's a very big difference, but let's check. 121. That's like half of what, that's at least half of the amount of times I died in my first playthrough, unless it was 216, which might still not be correct, but whatever. That is way better than last time. But I'm impressed with myself. To be honest, I'm very impressed. But this has been Cuphead. And until next Let's Play, until next video. Okay, so I kind of realized that the footage I have right now is only 28 minutes. With editing, and I haven't edited anything at this point, I know that that's going to be like less than 20. So here's a few things we're going to do. For one, we're going to talk to a few people around that can give us some coins. Because that girl gave us one for finding a shortcut. This guy gives us one for parrying 4 times without touching the ground, which is basically the king dice boss, or it's the pirate boss that you can do. Those are 2 bosses where you can get that. None of the levels can really get you that, to be honest. And there's 2 more coins around. One of them you can only get after you defeat King Dice, which is right behind this guy. So we have to talk to him first. And then we can just go and get the coin. Now, the last one is hidden in one of the areas around here. Is either the first or the second. I know I have all the ones in the third, I'm pretty sure. And I think I know where the coin is here. So we're gonna get that. And the reason why I'm getting the coin is because, well, the coins and all that, is because in order to 100% the game, which is just a standard percent, I guess, you have to be able to buy everything from the shop. Problem is with that, you're not able to get all of the items on your first go. So you have to come back in here into the game, get the remaining coins, and then go up into the shop so you can just buy whatever it is that you don't have, which is more than likely this since it costs 5 coins. And that's all the items in the game. And now we have 100% of the game. We're not 200%ing, by the way, because I don't hate myself that much. But now we are saying this has been Cuphead. And until the next Let's Play, till next video, till next whatever you see of me, take care.